Welcome to Curio Clips channel. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered if we were alone? Or perhaps looked down at your feet and wondered how long this beautiful planet of ours will last? It's a question that has captivated scientists, philosophers, and dreamers for centuries. Will Earth ever become uninhabitable? It's a heavy question, I know, but stick with me, because understanding the challenges is the first step to finding the solutions. Let's start with the big picture, the really big picture. Our sun, the very star that gives us life, is not eternal. Like all stars, it has a life cycle. Right now, it's a stable, middle-aged star, comfortably fusing hydrogen into helium in its core. But in about 5 billion years, it will run out of hydrogen fuel. When that happens, it will begin to swell, transforming into a red giant. Its outer layers will expand so dramatically that they will likely engulf Mercury, Venus, and yes, even our own Earth. At that point, our planet will be vaporized. Game over, no questions asked. But 5 billion years is an almost incomprehensibly long time. What about the threats that are a little closer to home? Long before the sun swallows us whole, its increasing brightness will pose a major problem. As the sun ages, it gets hotter. It's a slow process, but over the next billion years or so, this gradual warming will have catastrophic consequences for Earth. The rising temperatures will accelerate the evaporation of our oceans. Water vapor is a potent greenhouse gas, so this will create a runaway feedback loop, trapping more and more heat. Eventually, the oceans will boil away completely, turning our blue marble into a dry, barren wasteland much like Venus today. Life as we know it simply cannot survive without liquid water. This moist greenhouse scenario is one of the most certain long-term doomsday predictions for our planet. So, we have a billion years, right? Well, not so fast. There are other cosmic threats lurking in the void. Asteroid impacts, for example. We all know the story of the dinosaurs, wiped out by a massive asteroid 66 million years ago. While major impacts are rare, they are not impossible. A large enough space rock could trigger global firestorms, tsunamis, and a nuclear winter effect, where dust and debris block out the sun for years, causing temperatures to plummet and ecosystems to collapse. NASA and other space agencies are constantly tracking near-Earth objects, and we are developing technologies to deflect potential threats. But the universe is a big place, and a surprise impact remains a small but real possibility. Then there are supervolcanoes. Forget the picturesque cone-shaped mountains you see in travel brochures. A supervolcano eruption, like the one that created the Yellowstone caldera, would be an extinction-level event. It would spew enough ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere to block sunlight, drastically cooling the planet and triggering a volcanic winter that could last for a decade. This would lead to widespread crop failure, famine, and the collapse of civilization. The last super-eruption was at Toba in Indonesia about 74,000 years ago, and it's believed to have caused a massive bottleneck in the human population. We are currently living in a period of geological calm, but the pressure is always building beneath our feet. Now, let's bring the timeline way in, to the here and now. Because the most immediate threat to Earth's habitability isn't from the stars or the planet's molten core. It's from us. Human activity is changing our planet at an unprecedented rate. The burning of fossil fuels has pumped enormous amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, wrapping our planet in a heat-trapping blanket. This is causing global temperatures to rise, ice caps to melt, sea levels to climb, and extreme weather events like hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves to become more frequent and intense. This isn't some distant, abstract problem. We're already seeing the effects. Coastal communities are threatened by rising seas. Farmers are struggling with unpredictable weather patterns. Entire ecosystems, from coral reefs to rainforests, are on the brink of collapse. This loss of biodiversity is another critical threat. Every species that goes extinct is a thread pulled from the intricate web of life that sustains us all, providing clean air, fresh water, and food. Pollution from plastics, chemicals, and industrial waste is contaminating our oceans, soils, and even our own bodies. We are fundamentally altering the chemistry of our planet. So, when we ask, will Earth become uninhabitable? The most urgent answer depends on the choices we make today. The science is clear. If we continue on our current path, we risk pushing Earth's systems past a tipping point. creating a planet that is hostile to human civilization and much of the life we know. Parts of the world could become too hot for human survival. Water scarcity could lead to conflict. Food systems could fail. This isn't a sci-fi movie. It's a projection based on the best available science. But here's the crucial part. This future is not inevitable. This is where the story pivots from a warning to a call to action. We are the first generation to fully understand the scale of the threat, and likely the last with a real chance to do something about it. The same ingenuity that allowed us to build cities and travel to the moon can be harnessed to solve these challenges. We are witnessing a revolution in renewable energy, with solar and wind power becoming cheaper and more efficient than ever before. We are developing new technologies for carbon capture, sustainable agriculture, and a circular economy where waste is eliminated. It requires a global effort. Governments need to implement bold policies that accelerate the transition away from fossil fuels. Corporations need to take responsibility for their environmental impact. And as individuals, our choices matter. The way we consume, the way we travel, the way we vote, it all adds up. It's about demanding change and being part of that change. It's about shifting our perspective from exploiting the planet to coexisting with it. Ultimately, the Earth will go on. In 1 billion years, the sun will sterilize it. In 5 billion, the sun will consume it. On those cosmic timescales, our brief moment is just a blink. But within that blink, we have a profound responsibility. The question isn't just whether Earth will become uninhabitable, but whether we will allow it to become uninhabitable for us. We have the knowledge. We have the tools. What we need now is the collective will to act. The future of human civilization on this beautiful, fragile planet depends on it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through time and possibility. If this conversation sparked something in you, please hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and share this video. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. See you next time.